Hustle Decoded. Go. Hustle Decoded.
Welcome to the channel. Let's go.
Go. This is the Hustle Decoded. Hustle Decoded. Hustle Decoded. This is the Hustle Decoded. Hustle Decoded. Go. Hustle Decoded. Go. This is the Hustle Decoded. Hustle Decoded.
I want to welcome everybody to the live stream. You are now listening to the Hustle Decoded. My name is Kelvin, founder and CEO of the company.
Hustle Decoded.
Thank you for joining us. Please like, subscribe, comment after the show, be a part of the show. This is the Hustle Decoded, where we focus on entrepreneurship from the ground up. Here at the Hustle Decoded, we focus on the fundamentals that you're going to need in order to level up. So if you're looking for the code, you're looking for the cheat code, you're looking for the way to level up, we want you to subscribe to this channel. We're going to show you the way. Hopefully I can help you on that path. So I was waiting for people to come in, but we're just going to get on with it. So this is one of those, well, let me put it to you this way. You never know how your first video is ever going to come out, right? I'm a little bit inspired today. The reason why I'm inspired today is because there's a lot that's been going on this week in terms of unemployment numbers, things of that nature. And it's just been really, really interesting seeing how people react, I guess is what it boils down to. You're really finding out who the beasts are and who I don't want to cuss. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best not to do it. These are one of the rants that you're really gonna see on this channel from time to time. But one of the things that I've seen on YouTube, and I'm just gonna drop some game really, really early. Um, Look around YouTube right now. When you went onto your first page today, what did you see? Um, I'll show you what you've seen. You've seen a lot of people who are thirsting for those stimulus checks. Let me repeat that again. You have a lot of people out here who are really thirsting for those stimulus checks. Um, you have individuals on these YouTube channels that are out here talking about stimulus checks. First and foremost, there's an individual out there who does real estate. His real estate is went completely through the tubes, and what he's decided to do is focus on clickbait. It I'm at a loss. You have another individual who focuses on taxes, somebody that I follow. He's decided to focus on the stimulus check. I think it's really, really, really misguided, and it's interesting where we are in this country. It's for this reason that I really, really, really believe that you need to start thinking about ways to take care of yourself, because if you're waiting for the cavalry to come, the cavalry is not coming. Okay? I'm just here to let you know today that the cavalry is not coming. Again, for those of you who are now entering the stream for the first time, my name is Kelvin. I'm founder and CEO of the Hustle Decoded, where we focus on entrepreneurship from the ground up. And here at this channel, we're here to give you life skills. We're here to give you personal development. We're here to work on your money. We're here to work on your credit. We're here to work on some of the things that were missed in our high school days, in our as we go through life and things of that nature. We're here to help you get into that level. Today, we're going to be talking about something. Again, we're going to be talking about the stimulus checks and things of that nature. And this is a rant. See, I wanted to talk about unemployment for the most part today. And the reason why I wanted to talk about unemployment today and the unemployment numbers is because I remember where I was in 2009 during the Great Recession, the greatest recession that we've ever had since the Great Depression. Let's get into it. So the job numbers came out, and again, we have wiped out all of the job gains since that time. And again, I remember where I was during that time. I had just gotten out of the military. I did not really, actually had a job lined up, believe it or not. I actually had a job lined up. And what wound up taking place was, once I moved my family to the state where I was going to get this new job, I walked into the door of the place where I thought I was going to get a new job. I go and I'm talking to people that I haven't talked to before, because I had been talking to this individual for months, trying to set this up, trying to plan. And when I walked through the door, basically what happened was somebody else came out and they said, yeah, the person that you've been talking to has been laid off. And on top of that, yeah, about that job that you wanted, you're not going to get it. We're actually taking those jobs and we're sending them overseas. So that left me without a job. Okay. And it left me in a sense of, just not knowing what to do. I was a young kid, was 22, 23 at the time. I had a wife, I had a child, I had just moved into a new state. It was a very, very scary time. And in that time, you know, there were no jobs. I was looking. I looked very, very hard. I looked, and one of the things that I was looking into was even burger flipping. I was competing with two people, two classes of people when it came to burger flipping. I was competing with the teenage person that had just got out of school and was looking for a job. And I was looking for the older person, and I was competing with the older person, who works in fast food. I was competing with two different sets of people, and I was overqualified if you looked at my resume coming out of the military. So I was facing an uphill battle. Um, but the thing about it is I made a decision. Do I sulk? Do I sit back in depression? Do I drink and just, sit back and just be in this state of depression and just say, woe is me? Or do you do something? One of the things that, fortunately, the military kind of taught me, and even before that, you got to do something. You don't have time. And then on top of that, I had a family to feed. I had a 20-year-old wife who was basically leaning on me in order to figure out where to go and what to do. I had moved her into a foreign situation with our child. She was dependent on me. She put her life into my hands, and because of that reason, I had to make a decision. You see, this is what people need to do. You have to make a decision. If you've never been fired before, I do want to tell you that this is normal. Um, this won't be your first time. I mean, this won't be your last time. I can go through the list of all the things that to try to comfort you, but the real question is what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna sit there and just watch things happen, or are you gonna do something? You know, um, see, there's people that have prepared themselves for 10 years, like myself, and there's a lot more people out there that are saying to themselves, "This is the opportunity." Okay, this is the opportunity where you need to leverage the situation. Okay, we all know why we're at home. For those of you that are either a non-essential individual or you're an essential individual, but you're working from home. Yes, this is new. Um, I know that you have a heightened sense of awareness. For those that are unessential and you lost your job and you had to file for unemployment, look, um, I know you have a heightened sense of awareness. I know that you're trying to think of, what is it that I'm supposed to do at this point? Um, but you need to make a decision. I know you're mad, but you really need to make a decision about what you want to do, and you really need to dig deep into you know how you're going to progress forward. Again, are you going to sit back and you're just going to let stuff happen, or are you going to work? Are you going to put some things into motion? You see, just like I talked about in my last stream, and again, I thank each and every one of you for subscribing that did subscribe. Please tell your friends and family about this channel. If some of this stuff resonates with you, I do encourage them to come to the stream and please support the channel. Um, I wanted to do this another way. I really did. I wanted to do this another way, but there was just too many things that I was seeing, because uh, I just think that people are really in a confused um they're in a confused state, and sometimes you're just looking for answers. You may not even know what to do. And I wanted to give kind of a rant today, and it's not going to be that long. It's probably going to be about, I don't know, about 30 minutes of just talking about some of the things that either you need to do or just spark your mind. It's Friday, so I really want to spark your mind going into the weekend of some of the things that you really need to think about um, as this is happening, because this is not going away. This is only, I mean, uh, it's. I would say things are getting better, but that would be lying. Things are going to get worse. Um, but there's opportunity in this. And now more than ever is the time that you really, 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 really need to focus on starting a business. You really need to start a business. Um, Many people have been doing. Look, during the last recession, there's a lot of people that have come up and they are on the top. Let's. I mean, yes, I'm doing a little bit of rambling here because I'm thinking about this in real time. But let's be honest. Were you using Amazon in 2009? Were you using the internet space in 2009 as much as you are now? Look at all the jobs that have gone away since then. I was, during that time, and actually before that time, there was a place called Circuit City where you can get electronics and things of that nature. Where's Circuit City? For some of you new people, you have no idea. Circuit City is gone. Okay? Circuit City is gone. Radio Shack. You remember Radio Shack? Some of you older individuals? Where's Radio Shack right now? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. Okay? What other places are we talking about here? Sears, J.C. Penney, the mall. This is going to wipe them out. Okay? It's going to wipe them out. There's no other way to look at this. It's going to wipe them out. Your world as we know it is going to change. And because of that reason, you need to worry about things that are going to allow you to get this new money, okay? In order for you to do that, your mind's got to be right. Your mind has to be right. Your mind has to be right. There's no getting around it. You can sit back and you can sulk and you can talk about woe is me. The Calvary's not coming. Nobody's coming to help you. This is really showing who people are at the end of the day. Did you prepare yourself? Did you up your skills? If you're around my age, did you up your skills in the last 10 years? You knew what happened. What happened last time? Did you increase or did you just stay the same? Did your credit improve or did it just stay the same or did it get worse? Did your income improve? Did it stay the same or did it get worse? Did you improve your skills? Did they stay the same or did they get worse? These are the things that you really have to worry about and think about going forward. I'm going to encourage each and every one of you that's sitting at home that now is the right time to start a business. Now is a right time to start planning for your future. I was going to start this channel, just to be quite frank with you, I was going to start this channel months ago. Because I believe that online education and people needing help, I think it's absolutely necessary. I do. But my computer crashed. True story. My computer completely crashed. I lost all my stuff. Some of you on the live stream that I talked to, let's be honest. I had two choices. I had put a whole bunch of work into what I was starting up here, and I literally had two choices. Yeah, I was cussing. I was irate. I was depressed because I had lost a lot of data. Imagine what I was going through when you lose all your stuff. Imagine losing your phone with all your stuff on it, let alone a computer with way more stuff on it that's got years and years of your life on it. I was devastated. I was crushed. I was at a loss for words, especially because I was at the point where I was like, you know what? I get it. These are the things that I need to do. These are the things that I need to start, and so on and so on and so forth. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. It crashed on me. It crashed. Okay? It crashed. I lost everything. I had to start this movement from the bottom. I had two choices. Even then. Do I, do I sulk? Do I stay in this state of depression? Do I quit? Or do I do something? And when I do something, I made a determination that once I do something, I'm going to go, and I'm going to go all the way. You guys are going to see me take these L's. I'll even backtrack a little bit, just a little bit, not from this story, but just a little bit. I did not plan on doing this tonight. I really didn't. I did not plan on it. My wife, real talk, was like, you shouldn't do this because, it's Friday night. I like to sip a little and watch some and listen to some smooth music during the time. But I was just looking at some of the things that were happening in our society, and it was just, I couldn't keep it to myself. I don't know why. I could not keep it to myself. I don't have it in my nature to do so. Because this is what people look like. Thirsty. People are out here looking thirsty. When's that stimulus check coming, dog? Hey, what you got on that stimulus check, homie? When's that stimulus check coming? Meanwhile, some of you that took that forbearance to keep from paying your mortgage this month and next month, this is how your landlord is looking. Because you still have to pay that. Yeah, you skip this month. Yeah, you might skip next month, but you still got to pay that. This is your landlord. If you're renting your house, this is the bank. If you got a mortgage, this is how the bank is looking at you. You better get your stuff in order. This is what the bank is looking at. This is how the bank is looking. This is how your landlord is looking, because they got you out here. You still have to pay. You know what I'm saying? You still have to pay. It hasn't stopped. This world has not stopped. Okay? You've got two choices. Yes, you got a little bit of a break, but you still got things that you have to do. Whether it's you need to go out and work for somebody, in terms of, say you were working a higher paying job and now you have to go look for a job, and the thing that you have to do is you have to go and, I don't know, stock shelves. Take your ego out of it, man. That's a mindset thing. If you feel like you're too good to stock a shelf, your country needs you right now. You're doing something that's the greater good. We're not, people that are out here going to the grocery stores, we're definitely not looking at you like you're less than because you took a job to stock shelves so that we can have food. Let that sink in for a little bit. You got to take what you can get out here, especially if you have that mentality. If you don't have that mentality, you will get lost in this, because we are going to overcome this. We are. And if you got bamboozled, you didn't prepare, your credit isn't right, your money isn't right, you got fired from your job, or you're still at your job hoping that your employer did right by their bills, and you're sitting at home trying to contemplate what to do next, you need to figure it out. It's just that simple. You need to figure it out. It's a mindset thing. Listen, it's a jungle out there. It's survival of the fittest. Are you going to survive or aren't you? Again, you're looking at this picture right here. This is your landlord. This is your bank. You missed a payment. Oh, Mr. Banker, I can't pay my mortgage this month, man. I lost my job, or whatever the case may be. Oh, yeah, that's all right. No big deal, man. I got you. No worries. Month 2 comes along. Hey, Mr. Banker, I'm still looking. I'm still looking for a job. You know, Here's your banker. Yeah, man, no problem. You can do it up to 6 months to a year. You still got to pay, man. It's a bill. It's a bill. You still have to pay. You still have to pay. The world has not stopped. The economy has not stopped. You still have to pay. So what are you going to do? You need to go out and get that job. You need to get that hustle because you didn't prepare. It's just that simple. You need to go out there. You need to take out is big. You need to go out there. You need to help take out for your fellow man who's got a restaurant, who's trying to stay afloat. You need to do it. You need to go stack some cans because you didn't develop any skills over the last 10 years. You need to start creating a better version of yourself and start leading out here because you've got nothing but time. You're sitting at home. You need to deal with your mental. You need to change your mindset. Well, I don't know, man. What I'm saying? I don't really know what's going on. You know what? You better find out because this world is moving without you. Let us show you the way. That's what we're going to do here at the Hustle Decoded. We focus on entrepreneurship from the ground up, but we focus on the life skills, the fundamental things that you need to do in order to get to the next level. And you can't get to the next level if your mind is not right. So, to the future entrepreneur, because I'm going to talk on the other side now, to the future entrepreneur like myself, who has figured out that there's opportunity in this, not opportunity in which you're going to be scamming people or things like that, but how can you help? I can help because I've been here before. No, I haven't been in a pandemic before or anything like that. Obviously, neither have you. But you know what? I know what it's like to not have a job. I know what it's like to be out in the street during the worst recession since the Great Depression. I know where your mind state was or is. I know what things I needed to do in order to get to the next level. Do you? Simple question. Do you? If you don't, I'm here to help. But for the entrepreneur, for those of you that have figured it out, that have got your pockets in order, got your savings in order, got your economics in order, so to speak, and you were able to you're able to leverage this opportunity. I think now more than ever, you need to start a business. You need to start a business. You need to start serving your fellow man. How can you service people? How can you be of service to people, I should say? What can you teach them? What can you help them with? I know people out there that know how to sew. They're sewing masks for people. People are coming in droves to help get the masks. Being thanked for their service of providing a mask because you can't find a mask out here. It's survival of the fittest. They didn't just sit back. They said, I'm going to make a mask. I know how to sew. You know what I mean? I mean, that's really what it boils down to. Do you know how to sew? Start making masks. You got a skill? Start capitalizing on that skill. You know, these are the things that you got to do. So let's talk. Let's get into the comments here. I think I'm done ranting for a little bit. I want to get in the comments and talk to some people and see if they're thinking the same way. Do me a favor, really quick, before I get onto the screen. Please state your city and your state. I want you to represent your city. I want you to represent your state. Represent your town where you're at. I want to see where we're helping people today. All right. Give me a quick second. Again, if you're coming to the live stream, my name is Kelvin. I'm founder and CEO of the Hustle Decoded, where we focus on entrepreneurship from the ground up. We also focus on fundamental life skills that you're going to need in order to get to the next level. So if you're looking for the code, or you're looking for the way, you're looking for the cheat code on how to level up, give us a shot and let us help you. Let's get into the comments here. Billy B. Dubbin, thank you for joining the live stream. William DuBose, aka Bilal, thank you for joining the show. I did want to add a little bit of comedy. Again, I did not think that I was going to do this live stream today. I really didn't. It's just there was just some things that I had seen that really kind of bothered me. You know, I'm seeing again. I was trying to keep it subdued because you don't know. You really don't know how people are going to react. You've been here before, but when you're seeing people protesting because they no longer want to be in their house, that bothers me because you wasted a bunch of energy being outside complaining when you could have been coming up with solutions. Okay. When you're seeing the unemployment numbers go up, it frustrates me because you're seeing a lot of people that just do not know what to do, and there's nobody out here trying to provide clear direction on where to go or some of the things that maybe they need to do. You have people that are sitting in the house that are kind of reevaluating who they are because maybe they think that this is their fault, and it's not. So it's just I just wanted to make sure that I got on here just to voice my frustration. Look, this is entrepreneurship at its best. I don't know how to edit a video. I have no clue, but guess what I was doing today and yesterday? Learning how to edit a video so that I can put out content. It's taking too damn long. I got something to say. So I had two choices. Hey, do I sulk and say, "Oh, well, I can't get the content out"? The feedback on and off camera is overwhelming. So I need to get the content out by any means necessary. If you think that not being able to edit videos is going to stop me from helping people, you've got another thing coming because you got two choices out here. You really do. You have two choices. You can either sit back and sulk, or you can come up with solutions to come up with diversions to keep going. You have to keep going. Because we will get through this. I mean, let's be honest. We're going to get through this. You have to stay safe. You have to do what you can to stay healthy. You have to use what I like to call common sense, but it's not common sense to everybody. You know, everybody has their own version of what common sense is. But while you're sitting at home and you're contemplating a whole bunch of things like trying to evaluate what you should do next, how you should go forward, or whatever the case may be, look, come to the channel, ask some questions. Let me see if I can help you. And we'll try to navigate getting your mind right so you have a plan forward, because you have to keep going forward. You do. And one of those ways of moving forward is, again, I believe that you need to be starting a business. The opportunity is presenting itself for a lot of people where you need to start a business. So again, thank you for everybody that has joined the live stream, join the chat. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be on here for a few more minutes, I want to say. I just wanted to get some things off my chest, test a few things. But if you guys did have any questions or things that you wanted to chime in on, please feel free to do so. Guys, this is the website that we are going to be building. It's just about done. It's just one of those things where I need to get that website up, get it loaded, and we're going to be providing resources for helping people out. One of the courses that we are going to be working on is the Mindset Decoded course, because it really does take the right mindset in order for you to reach your potential business goals. And again, you can't start anything. You can't move forward if your mind is not in the right place. Your mind has to be in the right place. I really do think that it starts there, especially if you're going to start a business. Your mind has to be right. So if this is something that you're looking for, please make, after the live stream, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. But again, I wanted to bring up the fact that life is going on. This right here, this is your landlord. This is your bank looking for your mortgage. You may have been doing the forbearance and this and that. You may be looking for the stimulus check, which is, there's nothing wrong with looking and waiting for a stimulus check. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you've been, people got bills to pay. But in the midst of you looking for it, what are you doing? Do you cook? Do you, again, I use the prime example. Do you sew? Have you seen how many sewing YouTube channels that have been coming up out of nowhere? People being resourceful because they have a skill that they know. This needs to be you, because this is your landlord. This is the person waiting for the mortgage, because you still have to pay it. He's waiting for you to screw up. He's waiting for you to not pay. This is your creditor. Oh, I don't have the money right now, man. I'm sorry. I can't come up with the money. Oh, man, that's all right, dog. Don't even worry about it. We got you. Don't even worry about it. You can go another 30 days. Ain't no worries. We got you. Until they got you. Because you're thinking that you think that all you're doing is holding off the inevitable if you aren't doing what you're supposed to do. You still owe that money. You still owe that money. So what are you going to do? Starts with the mind. It really starts with your mind. What are you going to do? So when you go into the weekend, you need to figure out, what do you want to do? You need to figure out, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Start looking at some of the things that you can start improving right now. And start on your path to bigger and better things. If you have to go take a job because your finances aren't in order, you have to go stock a shelf, you have to go work for DoorDash or whatever the case may be, and it's a lower paying job, get over yourself. Let your ego go. This isn't about pride right now. This is about making money. This is about survival. Go out there and get that job. Do it with pride. And then when you get home, go back and start looking and developing yourself. What are some of the things that I can work on to get better? I'm stocking this shelf right now. I don't want to stock this shelf forever. What can I do to up my skills so I get a higher paying job when the opportunity presents itself? What are some of the things that I need to let go so that I can get to the next level? What are some of the things that are really holding me back, keeping me from getting to where I need to go? These are some of the things that you really need to start digging deep about before you can move forward. Because it's not about pride right now. It's not. Um, it's about survival. It's about getting through this because we will. It's about having the right attitude. Um, it's about finding the right motivation. And it's about finding solutions. What are you going to do in the midst of what's going on here? You need to get your mind right. You do. And I'm giving you the elementary version. I much prefer to give you a rated R version, but you can find that in people like David Goggins. Get your effing mind right. You need to get right. Calvary's not coming to help you. What are you going to do to help you? And once you help yourself and get to that point and get to the next step, we need to get you to start a business, because that is going to be the best thing that's ever going to happen to you, because that's what I'm doing. The only difference between me and you is that I've started and you haven't. Doesn't make me better than you. Again, I'm just like you. I've got a wife, I've got kids. But I'm not going to sit here and sulk. I upped my skills over the last 10 years. I'm not doing less. I'm doing more because I have to. I have no choice. Life is still moving. And I just want to encourage each and every one of you to continue to do the same thing, because it's not, this is, you have to come up with solutions. You have to keep going. This is survival of the fittest. And when you have companies like Amazon and all these other companies that have come up as a result of the new economy back in 2009, this is your opportunity to be the next economy, or the leading person or company in the next economy in 2030. We're going to teach you how to get that new money. We're going to teach you how to get that mindset. We're going to teach you how to set a path forward. But you have to make a determination to set that path forward. Okay? It's really what it boils down to. Now, I'm not seeing any more comments. I'm not seeing anybody come back in, but that's fine. You guys are going to watch this later. I do encourage you to, if this resonates with you, if this resonates with somebody that please tell them to come and watch. Okay? Tell them to come and watch. Because I think that you have more potential than you think you do. Okay? That's really what it boils down to. I think you have more potential than you think you do. But if you don't think it, I may not know you, but I think it. I think you can do more. I really do. I understand that everybody can't go. Everybody can't reach the same destination, but it is my intention to make sure that I drag some people along with me. So if this is something that resonates with somebody, I do want you to comment. I want you to subscribe. I want you to leave a comment, see if this has done anything for you. Again, this is the Hustle Decoded, where we focus on entrepreneurship from the ground up. We also focus on the fundamental life skills that you are going to need in order to get to the next level. If you are looking for the code, you're looking for the cheat code rather, what are the ways to level up? We are here to provide that for you. It's just that simple. I want you to continue to come to the channel. I want you to subscribe. I want you to comment. I want you to be engaged. But I do believe that you are capable of more. And if you just have to have the right mindset of being able to do so. It starts there. It really does. So again, comment, subscribe to the channel. We got more coming. We're just getting started. Again, live streams are a lot easier for me. I can get out there. I can get you the content. You guys can get engaged. I want more of you engaged. So with that, we're signing off.